Welcome back. Well, it's a devastating diagnosis for parents out there to hear. Their child has a brain disorder. One South Florida mother heard that diagnosis in the case of her precious daughter, Lily. But she's dedicated her life to helping Lily and other children out there with brain disorders learn and reach their fullest potential. She started Lily's Wellness, a foundation that's an educational support system for families of children with brain disorders. And joining me now is Patricia Parron Tenacio, and she's Lily's mother and the founder of Lily's Wellness. Welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you.
This is amazing because you and I, we've already been having this conversation off camera, but let's talk a little bit more about how this all started. Let's talk about your daughter. What happened? When did you find out? And you did hear that devastating diagnosis to any parent out there that, you know, my child has a brain disorder.
Yes. Our daughter Lily she's 8 years old at this time. So 8 years ago, we got the devastating news that she did have a severe brain injury. She was born with this brain injury due to a virus called cytomegalovirus during my pregnancy. And that virus went undetected. Never heard of the virus before, didn't know anything about it until Lily was born, and she just was crying incessantly. She just would not stop crying. She was crying and screeching and screaming 24 hours a day.
So that was basically the symptom you got, or part of the symptoms that you got right there. So what happened from there?
And she was arching her back also. She wasn't able to digest anything that she was eating. And so we took her into the pediatrician in about 7 days and said, you know, our daughter won't stop crying. She's not keeping any food down. We're concerned. Lily's our second child. So we had our son 2 years prior. And they started doing all kinds of diagnostic testing, which that is overwhelming.
I'm sure.
Absolutely overwhelming.
And you have no support really from because you don't know really at this point what is happening with your daughter. So it's not like there's somebody there that could tell you or give you brochures or information to help you with what's possibly going on here.
At that time, no, absolutely not. And all the diagnostic testing, it's overwhelming. You get handed about 10 prescriptions. You know, you need to go to this floor and that floor and do this and do that, and without knowing what's happening with your child or what's your child's future. And so that was a very scary time for us.
And then, Patricia, then the doctor finally is able to diagnose your daughter.
Yes. So
then it's like you're hit by a Mack truck, a brick wall. So what's happening and going on with the family, you and your husband? What is happening? What's going on through your minds?
Well, the first reaction was to just burst out into tears and start crying when they gave us a diagnosis. And the first thing I said was, no wonder I'm not connecting with my baby. No wonder I'm not understanding her or what she needs, because her brain was very disorganized. She couldn't see, she couldn't hear, she couldn't feel, she wasn't digesting well, she wasn't sleeping. And so no one was sleeping, and then no one could think straight either in the house for a while. So it was a very, very hard time.
And Patricia, you could have sat back. You could have just decided to do nothing or just given up, but you didn't. You decided to go ahead and take it upon yourself to move forward and help others out there, as well as yourself, and help empower yourself first with the knowledge as far as dealing with what many people are scared to say or scared to even bring up, a brain, as you said, disorder.
Yes, yes. We started stimulating our daughter's vision. We started stimulating her hearing. We started stimulating her tactile stimulation. We consulted with the Institutes for the Achievement of Human Potential that are located in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. We read a book called What to Do About Your Brain Injured Child, and the author is Glenn Doman. And after we read that book, we took a course at the Institutes, and then we started working with our child intensively, 8 to 10 hours a day.
Educating yourself, learning in the process, getting all these resources together, and empowering yourself. Like we said, we talked about as far as knowledge, we all know how important knowledge can be. So you're learning all this and going along, even though there were really no organizations out there like Lily's Wellness.
Absolutely. That's what happened, Juan. When I moved to South Florida, I must have made hundreds of phone calls looking for support, because when you have a special needs child, in my opinion, it's really not something you can do alone, and you don't need to be alone. You know, we're out there to help and support local families with this devastating news, or if their child has been diagnosed and they're already 3, 4, 5, if they're 8 years old like our daughter, there's still hope out there for their child. They can be well, they can have the best quality of life possible, and we're here to help parents and empower them to learn how to do that.
And you're talking about children with any type of brain disorder, or if they're working to overcome something such as ADD, autism. You're talking about a wide range of things for parents out there that may feel like there's no place to turn.
Yes.
And you're talking about empowering them. So how do you empower someone who feels lost?
Well, the first thing I do is, if they give me a call, I'm here for a phone consultation. We can make home visits, and we also have support groups where we have different topics that we talk about the brain and how to help get their child well through our own experience, and find the resources that we need to get their child well.
And when you're talking about resources, I don't have money. Right now, I'm just up to the wall with medical bills. I can't even find medical insurance to take care of my son or daughter who is battling this right now. But you're like, oh, I can help you with that.
Yes, I can. I can recommend some books for you to read. I can talk to you about books that I've read and information that I have, and break it down for you so that you understand what's happening with your child and how to get your child well. We can start with your child's nutrition.
Which is extremely important. I've done stories on that as well.
Extremely important.
But you probably cost a fortune. If I call you, you're going to charge me an arm and a leg.
Well, Lily's Wellness is a nonprofit organization, and we're out here to support the community and everyone that needs our help.
I love it, Patricia. So let's get the website up on the screen right now. Okay. And for folks out there, if you have questions, if you feel that you're lost, your child is battling autism, ADD, this is the woman to contact right here, and it's lilieswellness.org. And there with the website, it has all the information for parents out there?
Yes, our contact information is there. We have articles there. We try to keep our website pretty updated with information as well. And just some parents, just by referring to our website, that may be all the help they need.
And what about this calendar that I have in my hand right now? Where can I purchase this calendar? That I noticed a lot of people in this calendar supporting Lily's Wellness. Where can I pick this up? You're asking for a $10 donation, of course.
That's correct.
You do have a nonprofit, so it does take funds to run that nonprofit. So you're asking for a $10. Where can I pick this calendar up?
You can order that on the Lily's Wellness store on our website at lilieswellness.org.
And a picture of your daughter right here, and your son right here, which I love as well. And I think we're going to try and get a shot of that. But this is great. And again, if you have any questions about Lily's Wellness, you can always go to the website. Again, this is a picture right up the top here, right here, your son and your daughter, Lily. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, Patricia.
Thank you, Juan.